channel, guys. My name is Adam. This is Vancity Audi, and we are back at Ryder Performance today because I am done with that stock motor tune on that TTE700. It's about damn time I get the built motor file from Unitronic loaded onto the car. In order to utilize that tune though, you need an upgraded low pressure fuel pump. We're using the one from Iroz Motorsport, as well as upgraded 4-bar map sensors. So we're here at Ryder Performance, gonna show you a little quick here and there of the install. If you guys notice, I'm burnt, I'm sweaty. This video is being filmed right after we finished at the track where I raced that Hellcat and managed a personal best. I think it was a 9.8 at 141. So I'll walk you through just a little bit of what we're doing, show you a few clips here and there, then we'll tune the vehicle and get out there and data log to make sure everything's running fine.
Kyle has already removed the air intake. You can see the box has already been removed. Now he's removing the OEM 2-bar map sensor that's on the lower portion. Now he has to work on the upper one, and that is commonly removed by taking off the entire intake manifold. Now my tech is a great one. He loves to do things his own way though, so he refused to take off the intake manifold and knew he would be able to jimmy rig something to get that OEM sensor out. He did. He managed to make a little tool to get in there on that Torx and wiggle it out. Once he had the OEM sensor out, he then needed to put the upgraded sensor in. But there's a little bit of shielding around the sensor tip itself. So what he did, which I do not recommend to anyone, but I trust in my tech, is that he took a small sander and sanded down around that really long sensor guard, I don't know what else to call it, and managed to slip it in. He did not have to take off the intake manifold. All the footage you guys see is all that he did. The only thing you don't see on camera is actually him grinding down the sensor a bit. Again, I don't recommend it to anybody, but he managed to get this done without having to remove the intake manifold.
So the new 4-bar map sensors are in. One is right there. The other one is tucked down there. And Mr. Kyle Ryder from Ryder Performance decided to cheat the system. As you guys could see by the video prior to this, he replaced this with a 10 mil so we could easily get it in and out rather than trying to fiddle with that Torx. But that's done. Now for the low pressure fuel pump upgrade. Here is the Iroz Motorsport low pressure fuel pump upgrade. This was purchased directly from Iroz Motorsport. This is going to up the pressure of my fuel system because there's going to be more of a demand on it now that I'm making more power. So we're going to use this to replace my OEM pump. And I'll show you that right now.
When doing your fuel pump upgrade, I always recommend to have as little fuel in the tank as humanly possible. This happened, as I stated in the video, right after we went racing, so I had about half a tank of fuel, which was way too much and it pissed all over the ground. So whatever you guys do, as little fuel as possible. To get it out was pretty straightforward. You just wiggled it out and managed to unclip all of the hoses and the wires connected to the OEM fuel pump.
So here are the two pumps side by side, the OEM pump, which we've just removed, and the upgraded Iroz pump right here. And now Kyle from Ryder Performance is just gonna walk you through the differences of the two.
You can see how small this guy is, right down in there.
That is the pump itself down there, which is much smaller than the new unit there.
You got some fancy billet parts there.
Nice. Ooh, fancy.
Go on the
yeah,
Iroz in there.
all the upgraded. Look at that fancy stuff. They even got their name lasered on there. That's badass. The details that Iroz Motorsport puts into it. And then this is the OEM piece. It's a nice piece of gray plastic. That is awesome.
So now for the Iroz pump install itself. Now sadly this did not go as smoothly as planned. It was a bit of a pain in the butt. If you don't get the angle exactly right, if you don't get the tubes, the fuel lines out of the actual way of the bottom of the pump, they can get smushed underneath, and that makes it difficult for the pump to actually go all the way down into the tank. We made sure that we put on the wiring. You can see that kind of aqua colored wire after we connected the lines, because that got in the way too. Then you got to put the gasket on and seal it down, but it's definitely a finicky process. It wasn't as easy as we thought it was, but once you got it lined up, it went perfectly straight in. At first we had a bit of difficulty, took a breather, stepped back, looked at it again, and went at it and installed it with ease, as you can see Kyle doing. There weren't any issues once we managed to figure out the orientation of the pump and to make sure that those lines were out from underneath the pump as we pushed down on it.
As you can see, my burn is coming in very nicely from today's track day. Kyle Ryder from Ryder Performance has finished the install of the 4-bar map sensors, the low pressure fuel pump from Iroz, and now I'm gonna tune the vehicle with Unitronic. I've connected my cable, I'm in the Unitronic Plus software, and I am now loading, finally, the built engine file for the TTE700 using E60 to E85. Unitronic MPI upgrade, those are the port injector upgrade, the Unitronic 4-bar map sensors, Iroz low pressure fuel pump, 7,800 RPM rev limit, and the 4,000 RPM launch control. It is about damn time. Alright, so the ECU has been programmed with that built file, and time to start it up. Pray to the car gods. Ooh, nice! First time's a try. All my lights are gonna pop up on the dash from racing today still, but it worked. Glad to see it is up and running. There you have it, the TTE700 built motor file. Finally, it has been long overdue. Install's done, tune is on the car, gonna get out there, do some data logging. Thank you all for watching. Look forward to bringing you new numbers, more power, quicker times, all the above on this new tune. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, take care.